guess you've dealt with this, and you have this sort of unusual position, and you're a primary care doctor for a living, so you've seen this from both sides of the mask. So take us through that.
Thanks, Bob. I would say the most fun thing has been being a citizen scientist in this, is being able to document my own symptoms, to be able to take my own vitals, and now I'm on call every other day for Rock Health, so I get to talk to all of the folks who are positive and hear those symptoms over time. So being a citizen scientist has actually led me to questions that I'll leave you all with. Number one, why me? Why Cliff? Why not you, Michael? Why not other folks? So understanding the characteristics in the ambulatory setting, number one. Number two, why our partners are negative. And so many of us across the country who have been persistently positive have absolutely negative partners who were our caregivers throughout and have negative antibodies, the most mysterious piece about all of this, despite intimate contact for months. Another one for me is, what do the viral cultures really mean, and is that where we're going in the future to be able to become reassured about our lack of transmissibility. The emotional factors are exactly as Cliff describes. A is living with ambiguity and fear. What does this mean? Am I going to get it again tomorrow? Every time I walk by someone smoking and can't smell it, and yet I can smell like I'm in the campfires in Northern California, reminds me about the ambiguity of how little we really know about this yet. The second is future impact. I'm incredibly healthy, started incredibly healthy, still am incredibly healthy. I'm blessed about that, but wonder about my heart, lungs, and brain. And the third is stigma, and it's given me, not the first time in my life, I've had malaria and many other infectious diseases with my travels, but this stigma of people not willing to see me, even though I have a mask, and even though my PCRs are negative and I have antibodies, not willing to be close to me in any way, not willing to touch. So the stigma of wondering whether I can be as effective as a physician and as a human being as I was before is a real question. And the ability then to recognize what's happening with our Black and brown brothers and sisters with COVID all over the country, who have the stigma of race, or the stigma of poverty, or the stigma of this illness, is an opportunity for all of us to get better and smarter. And I am deeply grateful to be at UCSF with the commitment to thinking hard about these issues and creating now new studies in the ambulatory setting and moving beyond just that few percent who are in the hospital. So thanks to you all.
Well, thank you to all of you, and in particular thanks to Colleen and Cliff for sharing your story. That's not an easy thing to do, but it's public and audience, but you have made us all smarter and more sensitive to some really important issues.
That was just a introductory to what I would call the post-COVID environment, and I had listened to a whole hour and a half of UCSF going through the various clinical symptoms and what people are finding out there, but I found that her sociological as well as clinical information worthwhile putting up on YouTube so other people can hear. So I'm just going to put this up on my channel because a lot of people won't want to spend an hour and a half to go through that whole presentation, just to have something which I thought was very concise and supportive from a doctor, and hopefully that gets a few views. Okay, thank you.